What is going on, guys? Welcome to Rev Step. First thing first is I want to say I'm sorry about this wind. I'm on top of a garage, if you can tell. It's very open and the wind is blowing like crazy today. Second thing is it's been a while since I made a video. I was gone over the pond for about 2 weeks, so I wasn't here. I wasn't in the States, which I missed this car. If you guys can follow me on Instagram, I posted a lot of pictures from London and so on. But I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be making videos again. And I'm glad to be back with this beast, which is, I love this car. I love how it looks. Again, sorry about the wind, but I want to get started with today's video, and by the title you know what it is. And it is 5 things that I wish I could change about this car, or 5 things that I don't like about this car. The car is great. From my previous video you saw that I was very happy. But there's a few things that from the factory that can be improved and make it a lot better. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1, and that will be these things, the hood struts. So from the factory, the car doesn't come with any hood struts. It actually comes with an actual, you can tell where it's been before, an actual prop rod, which to me, if you're paying about $40,000 for a car, give or take some modifications, some factory upgrades, you should have hood struts that come with the car. So I had to go ahead and buy my own hood struts. Those are from Ford Performance, I believe, or Ford Racing or something like that. They were easy to install. It's just a pain to align the hood afterwards, so I wish they did that from the factory. But overall, the hood prop is gone and I have the hood struts. But again, number 1 would be the car coming with a hood prop from the factory and not hood struts. So number 2 is we had to hide from the wind, and I have to be inside the car to show you, and that would be this automatic transmission. I know in my previous video I said the transmission is great, which it is, but when you are in different modes like drag racing and track racing, the shifts are violent. They snap your neck, which is it's a known fact with this transmission, but it's crazy. Like sometimes when you're in drag mode, it just feels like crazy, just like a whiplash every time there's a shift change. Which is most of the times is because the engine is not in the correct RPM sometimes. Because if you're not driving it to like 100% throttle, the shifts are more violent. But if you're at 100% throttle, the car shifts a little bit better. But again, I praise this transmission, but it has some flaws like that. And also in slow traffic, like stop and go traffic, it's very jerky. It kind of like, you can drive this car slowly, if you want to put it that way. Number 3, and it's another selfish reason, is this whole shenanigans with the seatbelt. It's really hard sometimes to reach back and get the seatbelt and so on. It's nice that they added this. Without this, it would have been awful because the seatbelt like ends up being somewhere back here, and it's really hard, almost impossible to reach. But I would like to have something like, and that's me being picky, but something to where it kind of hands you your belt over. Mercedes used to, I believe they were the first manufacturer they actually did that, but it's kind of like a little prop that hands your belt over, which makes it a lot more easier for you to reach your seat belt. Again, it's a little pet peeve thing, but I wish there was better ways. And including with that would be the actual seats as well, because it's mainly for again, for a $40,000 car, you just get basic one little lever to adjust it automatically, and everything else has to be done manually, especially the back prop. You have a little lever that you got to pull, and getting into the actual back seat to reach for groceries and stuff like that I keep back there sometimes, it's kind of like a pain to have to like pop the lever, move the seat forward, move it back, and then adjust the seat to where it was originally. It would be nice if the whole seat would move by itself with just a button, which you can sort of do this, but the back seat, as you can tell, it doesn't really move much. So with that being said, I wish the seat belt and the seat would be designed a little bit better. That covers number 3, and let's move to number 4. Number 4 would be for Mustang GT Premium. I believe the sound system can be improved tremendously. I know there's a sound system upgrade from the factory that you tack on. So after you do your GT Premium setup, they charge you another, I'm not sure about, I think it's about 800 to $1,000. Don't quote me on that. I'm just kind of like coming up with this number because I saw it once. I didn't pay that much attention to it because it wasn't really important to me. But when you're buying a premium car, which is, this car was MSRP'd at $41,000, I believe you can get a better sound system than what comes with it. The sound it's alright for what it is, but I wish there was like actual sub included in the back, and the speakers were a lot better. These speakers, they're fine, they're not too bad, but compared to my GTI, which had the Fender, just basically going to the top range of the GTI, which was the Autobahn that I had, it had the Fender system that came with it. Actually, the Fender system came with the Sports Edition package, which was the lower package as well. So this being the top range of the Mustang GT, I believe you should have a better sound system. Yes, you're not buying this car to listen to music, you're buying it to listen to the engine. However, I wish the sound system would be improved. Based on what you get without the Android Auto and this beautiful setup, I believe they could be better speakers and a sub included for the GT Premium. And that leaves us with the last issue that I don't like about this car. That's number 5, and that would be the panel alignment. A lot of people, you can see that online, a lot of people have had issues with their panels. I've had one issue as well with this door. I pointed out in previous videos, it's a lot better. I adjusted the striker a little bit, so it's a lot better now, but still some of the panel alignments with the door, there was a few with the hood that was not aligned properly, so I had to do this manually at home, adjust that by myself to make it fit a little bit better. I wish they could do that better from the factory. That would be great. I took the car to Ford asking why the panels are not aligned properly, and they said because of the way they're manufactured now, it's really hard to do so. Again, I had the little dimple, which was, I believe it might have been on the other side. The little dimple as well, it was kind of like a pain, and they told me basically it's so minor that there's no point in really fixing it because it can cause more problems, which I understand. You can't really tell it's there, so I would live with that. But again, spending that much money on a brand new car, you want it to be perfect, otherwise it just doesn't feel new. With that being said, these are my 5 reasons why I don't like the Ford GT, but those are very minor reasons, and the car overall is a blast to drive. I love driving this car, and I would not, you know, if I could go back and change anything, I would not change anything. I'm very happy with this purchase, and I've enjoyed this car for the 2,500 miles that I've had this car right now. I've enjoyed every moment of it. The sound that it makes, it's just a gorgeous car. And check it out. I mean, it looks beautiful. And especially with these wheels, I really love how the car stands with being lower and such. I love how it looks. It's a gorgeous car. So if you're new to the channel or you're stopping by just like wanting to see what's wrong with the Ford GTs, the 2018 GTs or anything like that, I hope this video kind of gave you like little pointers to look at. But those are like very minor things that they can change from the factory to improve this car, which I think they probably will in the future. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Your subscriptions mean a lot to me. They make me push myself to make more videos, and also they support the channel. They support the growth of the channel, which is awesome. We have grown a little bit, but not by much. I wish this channel to continue growing. I have started posting more stuff on Instagram, so you can check out my Instagram as well. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you like this video, drop a like, and I'll see you guys next time.